The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Now, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with the Nadex Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Right now, you get the Dow up 163, Nasdaq's up 31, S&Ps are up by 17. We get gold up 29, platinum's up 15. We get bonds down almost a full point, 25 ticks at 150.27. King dollar, they croaked that on the other end. I believe it didn't hit the 84 though, so the 84 is still in line to get croaked, to get hit, rather. The euro...
It stopped with a penny or so. Penny or so short of that on the intraday.
Everything is... I'm sorry, what?
It stopped about, what, a penny short of that or something yesterday?
15,100.
15,100.
15,100.
That's really well.
We have the euro at 122.53, and don't worry, folks, nothing is wrong over in Euroland. We get our man, Mr. Daryl Martin, folks, and if you haven't heard Daryl's show yet, Daryl is on each and every day, TFNN, 5 days a week at 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Daryl, what's happening, brother?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Doing great. Well, you know, Daryl, I got right now the Nadex platform up, and I'm going to go over here, and I want you to give me a little heads up because I'm going to sell. I want to sell either the. I'd like to sell the Nasdaq, the S&P. Well, here, let me just look at something for a second. The S&Ps are fine too, I think. One second. The Nasdaq's not going anywhere, folks. Okay, this is a pop up here, but let me look at this for a second. So if I look at the, okay, no, it's not the S&Ps, but the Qs are still cool. Let me just see this for a second. Yeah, I want to do the Qs, and this is why, folks. So this is what's going on with the Qs. The three Qs right now. The NDX 100 is at 6307, 6307.05. We're going into the 10-minute bar from 2 o'clock on the 11th, and we're doing that with 3.5 million, and we get 2.3 million, and that's perfect. Okay, so when I go over here to the
I've got it up too big on my screen so I can see it.
That's a beautiful thing. Okay, good. So that's perfect. Okay, so
that way you can actually
Al,
look at your chart.
Yeah, Al, take Steve's screen. Thank you. Okay, so hey, Daryl. So when we look at the NDX 100, let's say we go for the 415 level, right? And we talk about the boxes, folks. And if you haven't test drove the NDX 100, I mean the Nadex yet, folks, okay, come over to our website at TFNN, and you're going to see the Nadex banner. You can get up and going, open an account right now. You can open a demo account. Just hit that banner. Okay, so, brother, let me see. We're at 2565. That's a bummer, huh? Because the 2590 is the biggest one, right?
Yep, 2590 is the biggest one. Well, you got one that's a little bit higher. Let's see here. We got one, but I mean, oh yeah, on the buy side, yeah.
Oh, hold it. Okay, hold it. No, let me go 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you can go short.
Oh, that's the one I want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. The 11 o'clock one, there's a 2565 right there. So that's what I want. Right?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to turn around and I'm going to...
So we're looking at what, 9 to 11?
9 to 11. And the reason being, folks, is that would give me 50 minutes to close under... And that's not bad because I could go... The spread is 25.61 to 25.63. 25.61. So this gets interesting because even if I did 100 lots... I'm going to do it right now. Okay, so 25.61 to... If I do 100 lots, what's happening, folks, is that the maximum loss I could have is $300, and the maximum gain is $2,700. Now that's something that sets up. And if I go from 25.61, which I know will get executed, whoops, hit that. There she is. Okay, so when we talk about here, why don't you walk us through what I just did there, Daryl? This is what I did, by the way. I sold at 25.61, so I have a $400 maximum loss.
Okay.
And and right now we're at the 25.64. So if you can walk the folks through exactly how this works.
Okay. Basically what happens is on all of the box spreads, I call them box spreads basically because they're just a simple box. So looking at that box, and you got a 25.35 to 25.65, is that right?
That's correct.
So what happens is you can't lose any money above 25.65.
Right.
Okay? And you can make money all the way down to 25.35.
Right.
And so what that allows you to do is basically be in the trade and not just not lose money above it, but actually you can stay in the trade without losing money or without losing additional money if it goes above 25.65. So let's say we did get some sort of spike and the market is, flew up or whatever, and you would not get knocked out of your trade. Your max loss would, maybe be there, but at the end of the day, at the end of the trading hour, whenever that comes up, then it could actually come back down and you can still profit. And so you have a huge reward potential compared to your risk, and you have time to be right in case there is some sort of just odd spike, some new announcement comes out, something happens that just causes the market to move really quick on you.
Sure. And what you get, folks, this is where it's interesting. If you
so
saw,
there's your box, Tom.
Right. Oh, cool.
Actually, yeah. So just kind of draw in a box. So you actually could, with at least with the tool that's on this system,
right.
I can actually draw the box and you can watch your actual trade.
Right. Right.
So you understand where your ceiling is and where your floor is, and
totally.
Which is actually, I think, is pretty cool for being able to decide whether or not you want to even close out a trade early.
No doubt, because when it comes down the other side, okay, meaning that there's only so much profit you can make. The real key inside Nadex, folks, is that when you put the trade on, that's your stop. But you don't have to do anything else after that.
Yes.
You absolutely know. And in my parameter just then, it was a $400 I could lose, I make $2,600.
Right.
Now the 2,600 would have to go all the way back to 25.35. But anything that brings me under the 25.65, well, I'd have to get down about 25.62 in order to break even. But bottom line, you can see that the advantage is huge. Now, when we brought up the first one, folks, the end of the day, and this is what's important to understand. If you listen to Daryl's show, he'll explain this to you. There wasn't a trade for the end of the day because, well, there was a trade, but it made no sense because the top end of the box where I wanted to sell was too far away.
Right.
Exactly. And one of the nice things about there, since they have so many different boxes that you can sell or buy, that you can go in and you can look at, pardon me, you can go in and you can look at whichever ones you want to do. So you can actually look at different markets. Sometimes there's not an opportunity on, say, the NASDAQ 100. Right. But if you're looking over at the S&P, you're like, wow, that's a great opportunity. And, you may go over to the Russell, the small caps. So you may check out one of the different markets. And, you could look over at Eurodollar. You could look at, the Dow Jones.
And those, the currencies today would be a big one, wouldn't it? Because that's what's moving today out here, folks.
Yeah,
big
Eurodollar has been going crazy today.
Right.
So, yeah.
Who fed that Eurodollar?
Hey, it was a butterfly. 1.272 butterfly.
Butterflies change the world, folks. It's a beautiful thing.
I was just sorry to see that it was completing on a Friday morning.
Well, you know what? I like that it's completing on a Friday morning. What Steve's talking about, folks, and there's no doubt about that, it's very tough. Okay, now picture this. You get the market up 144 today.
Yeah.
You've had the market, and that's what he's talking about. The market's been out 4 days in a row. It is insanely tough in order to stay up the last day of the market.
Yes. Yeah, you get exactly.
Right.
And when it comes to the currency pair, because the butterfly pointed out to my subscribers in the newsletter and said, like if from an ETF standpoint, it became hard to take that trade coming into the weekend with the euro.
Oh yeah, it's not worth it. It's not even close.
I'd love to have seen that butterfly set up on a Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been a lot. For me, that would have been an easier trade. But what is actually cool, though, is, for folks that are trading Nadex, and I mentioned this to Daryl, and he was going to, I think, send in something to the Nadex folks, to actually go ahead when you place it on their charting system, just go ahead and place the box.
Right.
Which I think, just kind of helpful to understand, where, just visually, we're all visual, so boom, you look at it and you know exactly where you're at in your trade and what to be able to do.
No doubt about it, man.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I actually did send the suggestion over, so they're always looking to add new stuff, and they're putting new things in all the time. I mean, actually, we were talking about it a couple weeks ago. They just released the brand new charts in here.
Yeah. Yes.
And these charts are just outstanding compared. Basically they had just a basic data feed in, and they went in. They just always revamping, adding new features. and they put these new charts in now, and you can go in and you can do a lot of the standard things. And the reason that's so important is a lot of traders come in and futures or forks are new to them.
Right.
And they maybe don't have a data feed or a platform for that. And so they can come in now and they get free live charting, and they can use the master spreads as a supplement for a chart. And it's not exact, but you're talking usually just a few ticks off,
right?
And from the underlying market, and so you can really go in there and save a lot of money, because if you're paying for all these futures markets, you're dropping about $400 or $500 in fees, depending upon what kind of arrangement you have with your broker and the CME exchange waiver and things like that.
Exactly.
So it's a huge savings to be able to go in there and try these markets out without having to shell out a whole lot of additional capital. Folks, that you may not normally have.
Dad was talking about, go over to our website at TFNN, hit the Nadex banner. That just in itself, just getting those quotes is worth a fortune.
Yeah, well, that's right. I was telling
it's worth a fortune.
While you were on vacation, I was saying to our folks out there, because we have a lot of folks who will trade the DZZ or they're not paying attention to the underlying instrument.
Right.
I said, folks, you got to sign up for this just simply so you can pull up the gold contract, silver contract, what have you, because you've got to know what's going on overnight.
If you saw my bills, folks, of what I have to pay for quotes, because this is what ends up happening, and this is, they have such a monopoly going, it's this. Okay, so watch what happens, folks. Because I have a Bloomberg, what happens is that you're a professional trader. They know it. There's no way you're going to have a Bloomberg without it. Right?
Yeah.
So I cannot open. So picture this. There's accounts that I have into LLCs. There's a personal accounts. I cannot have one account. I am tagged no matter what account I open that I have to pay a professional fee.
Yes.
And folks, it's sick. As you're paying nothing for quotes. Per account, per broker dealer, I'm paying either $500, $700 just for the quotes.
Yes.
Just the quotes. They got it. I mean, it's sick.
Well, you're paying $100 just for the U.S. dollar index.
Oh,
just the U.S. dollar index.
I'll tell you, man.
One thing.
Tony gave me some bills this morning. I'm looking at them. I'm saying to myself, man, this is just out of control, man. I mean, anyway. But this
is a great way, for folks to use the platform. It's a great way, especially if they're trading some of those other ETFs. You need to know what's going on.
Oh, you do.
A lot of times people, pay attention to gaps, and the gaps, when the underlying instrument, whether it's, they're using UNG, their natural gas, the gaps mean nothing on the ETFs.
Right.
Where they would mean something on the actual contract.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of money-saving things. Not only do you save money on the quotes, you're not paying for a platform. Right. You're not paying commissions.
Right.
So, it really does add up. $500,000 a month if you look at what it could cost to go somewhere else and trade a lot of instruments with platforms, data fees, commissions, everything else.
Yeah, $500,000 a month.
No, 500 to 1,000. 500 to 1,000.
I was going to say you really got some bills.
That's flipping some contracts right there. That's what that is.
Oh my
500
God.
to 1,000. That's fine.
You stay right there, folks. Daryl Martin, Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Don't forget, folks. Daryl, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. right here, Eastern Standard Time. You can pick us up. We start at 9 in the morning. Steve kicks us out 6 in the afternoon. You can get all that programming at TFNN.mobi. We're going to be right back.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on Tiger TV with her Small Cap Roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now. With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you gain access to each host charts and computer screen as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kate Stalter, Dave White, Larry Pesavento, or Victor Jones, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV yet, then visit TFNN.com today to see what you're missing. You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to archives of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage at TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Daryl Mott, Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here at the Nadex Bull and Binary Option Hour. Don't forget, folks, Daryl has his own show at TFNN that is broadcast each and every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Right now, we get the Dow up 147, NASDAQ up 27, S&Ps are up 15, gold's up 27. If we go inside that commodity market, because inside the Nadex platform, folks, we can also do commodities. What you have out here is that you got cotton up 3.5%, copper's up 2.25%, corn is up another 2%. Corn is a trip, man. Soybeans are up. You get wheat up. Yesterday feed of cattle got absolutely smoked. I mean, every piece of cattle, folks, we're going to be buying steak real cheap because they can't feed them.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I guess so with the corn.
They can't feed them.
That's kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
right.
Didn't think about that.
Well,
in fact, people were thinking just the opposite.
Well, that comes back to our man, Mr. Ed Young. He taught us that in a big way. What happens, and see, that's why commodities are so cool, folks, because once they get too high, they get low, because all of a sudden they'll kill all the cattle, bring them to slaughter, and then what ends up happening, the feed, there's nothing to feed them with. You know what I mean?
Wow.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. No doubt about it. Hey, so let's. I got Steve's got the euro up here. You want to trade the euro?
Yeah, I just threw in a trade, but I mean, I'm just learning this platform here. I mean, to me, I think the euro would pull. It's just on a natural pullback. Would pull back to 122, 194, 121, 972. To me, that's just a natural pullback here. If it is going to pull back, just on a real intraday basis. And where I'm going with that, folks, is I'm taking a look at the 5-minute chart here.
Okay.
And so it made this nice run up here.
Yeah.
And just simply looking at just a normal dead cat bounce, 0.382. So 122, 194 is in the cards. If you just simply take a look at the expansions off of swing points, and again, just using the 15-minute chart, it did a 1.618 expansion. So it's nice expansion. Would be natural for it to go ahead and pull back, and that's why I was looking for a trade, Daryl, where the euro would pull back intraday into the 122, 194 spot.
Yeah, let's see here. Well, we got quite a few options. I'm just sort of checking out the different ones.
Yeah.
There's one at noon that's... let's see here. That's coming up.
That gives you an hour and a half. That's good on a Friday, right?
Yeah, and I picked one. I think I picked one.
Go pretty flat after a while.
I picked the. I might not have picked the right run, but.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
That's 12.
Yeah,
that's exact one I was looking at.
Okay,
Look at you.
Cool.
So I went ahead and did sell that one.
That's perfect. That's the one I was looking at. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
So walk me through this. So when you sold it, so what is the risk versus the reward on this?
Oh, $500 risk, I believe it was.
Okay.
And the reward was several thousand.
Yeah. You can actually, what's sort of cool, if you close that down, close that ticket.
Yeah.
You can click on the ticket again. Like I click you're going to open a trade.
Okay.
And click on the bid offer. It makes it a lot easier. So because it'll fill in all the details for you.
Pick
I click bid right there, and it'll fill in the sell side and put the price in.
Got it.
So now all you have to do is choose quantity.
Got it. Okay.
It's one less type, a little less typing.
Okay. So when I did it, it was 500.
Wow.
When I did it, was 500. So
look at that.
Right,
well,
now
hold it. That doesn't even have to move that far.
No.
Well, it has to move 3. Okay, you got to check this out, folks. This is pretty intense, especially because we get such a pop already. So on this trade here, walk us through this trade.
Okay. What price did you get filled at?
He's got.
And move it over there a little bit. You'll be able to see it. Oh, you did it on a different platform, though, didn't you?
No, I did it on this.
Okay. So your order is working right now.
Should be, yeah.
Okay.
It looks like
I don't know why it said the only open position it has in here.
Oh yeah, right. It's working.
Okay, so you have a working order. So click on working. This is actually a good thing. Click on working orders.
Working orders.
Very top.
Very top, right there.
Got it. Okay, there we go.
There you go. Okay, so now click on it and you can adjust it. Click on the green arrow.
Okay, I see. Okay, cool. So you're trying to sell at 12225.
Oh, it didn't. I see. Okay.
$500 risk, $9,500 profit. Okay, that's all right. That just means you gotta. Oh, interesting. So
I thought when I thought when I went ahead and clicked on the offer there that it went ahead and filled the order.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's so far out right now.
You gotta get the bid.
Yeah, you got it.
You gotta get the bid. We'd all love to get the offer.
So, but anyways, we can still walk through the trade.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
So what we're looking at is basically looking at your ceiling, your risk on this. Okay, since we are selling it, it's going to be 1.2230. You can make money all the way down to 1.2130, which meets your requirements. Your risk is $500. If it actually does drop down to 1.2130, you're looking at a $9,500 profit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and you don't get even that far, you're still looking at a massive profit if you hit your profit target.
That's amazing. Here, you stay right there, folks. We're coming back because we'll readjust this.
There we go. There we go.
We'll readjust this and get this thing filled so we can see exactly how this works.
Go and hit on that bid right now and amend the order. You'll take some of the...
All right.
Would you like a personal update from Tom O'Brien as to what equities he's trading and what his daily trading plan is before the market opens each morning? Every market day, Tom O'Brien sends out his daily newsletter, Market Insights, to hundreds of subscribers that rely on his daily recommendations when it comes to navigating these highly volatile markets we're dealing with. As recently as May 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out all 5 open positions for a combined profit of over 68% in one day. Profits ranged from 6.5% to over 24%, and all all of these trades had been initiated within the previous 30 days. Now is the perfect time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's explosive trading newsletter, Market Insights, an $85 value. Tom breaks down the market each morning with his market take and provides trade recommendations, including precise stops and target profit zones, leaving nothing left to guessing. Log on to TFNN.com today and sign up for your 2-week free trial. Make sure you're a subscriber the next time Market Insights subscribers close out multiple winning trades. Take action and sign up for your free trial today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when temporary market spikes move against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the advantage of keeping your trades open even when the market temporarily spikes against you. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique short-term binary options that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. O'Brien and Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us with the Nadex Bull and Bear Binary Option Hour. And, J.P. Morgan came out with the numbers this morning, folks.
What'd you learn from, any of the information that you were able to read?
The bottom line is that now they're going to say, number one, it's an ABC down, folks. Okay, it's up 123. It's the biggest stock up in the Dow Industrials, and it's an ABC down. Okay, you're going with 32 million, you're going into 58 million, you're going into 95 million. There's nothing there. Now, what you have, okay, with good old Jamie Dimon. Yeah. Okay, it's amazing. Okay, so it's supposed to start with $5 billion. They're already up to $6.7 billion. They're saying that they got another $800 million to $1.6 billion. Okay. That's out there. Okay. Now the bombshell this morning, and in fact, if you look at the top news on Bloomberg right now, the bombshell really isn't in the news. The bombshell, folks, is that what they're claiming now is that they're going to throw the whale and his two cohorts under the train.
Oh, big time.
And say that they didn't market to market. Well, bottom line, folks, J.P. Morgan Chase has been accused of that on a continual basis, period. Give me a break. Do you know what I mean? These banks, folks, aren't marking anything to market. They mark them to magic, okay? Now they get caught, yeah, right. I mean, they get caught. Now it's going to, okay, who's going to throw under the train? So they're going to throw those guys under the train. Does it make a difference? Yeah, I think it makes a huge difference because what you have is this. You have that loss just as well could have been $50 billion.
Okay, yeah.
That's the bottom line. That's what you got to get in context, folks. Okay, that's what you really get. And what else? It was basically a prop trade. It wasn't a hedge trade.
Right.
Not even close.
That's right.
Not even. It's just. It's so far over the top. It's unbelievable. It's. Anyway, when you look at that equity's not going anywhere. Wells Fargo came out. They beat by a penny. Wells Fargo has a loss engulfing. So it looks like a bullish sign, folks, but it's a bearish sign. When you start at the lows, go at the highs after an uptrend, it's not there. So it's going to get, Wells Fargo would need something like about 60 million shares today to have anything going. It has 12 million shares at this particular point. So.
Hey, Steve, one other idea, too, on the euro-dollar trade.
Yes.
That you were looking at?
Yes.
You could actually hop over and you could look at the binaries. And one thing that I found often is that if you're doing an out-of-the-money spread, like you're above the box, sometimes it's better to go to the binary because you actually could make more money with less movement.
Okay. And so the binaries, folks, the way the binaries works, it's a yes or no.
That's okay. Right.
Will it close at a certain point at a certain amount of time? So we'll go look at this right now. I believe if you hit first, you're going to have to hit the Forex first. Yeah.
Okay, so
close them first. I'd close them first and then open them.
A little bit further down.
There you go. There it is, right there. The fourth one. Binaries.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, a quick way to close it: if you hit the refresh button, it'll collapse all those windows at once. So it's sort of nice.
Okay. All right. So we're in the euro-US dollar on the binary. Okay. So now you've got basically, so we could have a noon trade gives you an hour and a half, or the daily. Yeah. So have you scanned these by any chance?
Yeah, I was already looking at that. Now, your profit target again, just to make sure I have the right one?
So the first pullback on this would be, give me 1 second here, switch back over. I'd be looking at 1.22194.
Yeah, so you can go in there and, let's go check them out.
I mean, just to see that would be a dead cat bounce. That would be a normal pullback. So the question is, on a normal pullback, what type of trade setup is there? Is there one where there's good reward to risk?
Yeah, there's definitely some in there. And there's also some big tricks that I use, not tricks, but just method strategies that I use whenever I'm trading them.
Yeah.
Is one of the big mistakes people make when they go and they trade these binaries is they think they need to hold them to expiration.
Yes.
Okay, and that's not the case. In fact, I think that's not a great idea because a binary is a true or false statement.
Right.
So is it going to be above or below that price? If you click on like 10 to 12 or whatever over there on the left side, it'll pop up in the markets. Is it going to be above or below that price whenever the the binary expires? Well, if it's not and you're wrong, okay, then it's loss. It's total loss. If you're right, then it's total gain and maximum profit. So the best thing you can do is actually go in and figure out what your sort of profit target is and be ready to take out the binary at that point.
Okay, so let's do one. Is there one there we can do?
So I was looking. So at 1.22194, that
you got.
I guess what would I use this middle one here?
Click on 10 to 12. It'll actually show you all three of them at once.
Got them. I'm on 10 to 12. Yep.
Okay. All right. So, but if you click on the right above there, where you're at right now, it'll actually show it in the markets tab. So, or should.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, yeah, there's on the 10 to 12, we could look at let's see, a $30 risk for or $27 risk for a $73 reward.
Okay.
And that's if it expires below 1.2234.
Okay.
So that's definitely
it's up higher.
So that's 10 ticks.
Yeah.
You need 10 ticks, and you have an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. I'll take that.
So you go in. Basically, you're looking at a 3 to or 4 to 1.
Which of these threes was it? The 1 point?
Well, right there you have the spreads up right now. You got to click on the left side there. You need to click on click on 10 to 12. Like literally click 10 to 12.
Yeah.
Not showing up on your screen there.
At 10 a.m. to 12 on the Euro-US dollar.
There we go. Okay, now they popped up. There you go. Yeah, so you can click 1.2234 now on the left side.
I see it, okay.
Now that they popped up there, and then you click on the bid. I would actually just do it over here on the market side. It's a lot easier.
Got it, okay.
And if you click on the bid, you can go in and take those orders up. And I'm sure people are hopping on right now and following and starting to take up the... Now remember, this is also one thing. This is a demo platform.
Yeah.
So it's not actually going to be reflecting the true market. I have a live one up and a demo at the same time right now.
Okay.
And there's actually more liquidity in the live market.
Okay.
Well, that's good. Thank God, right.
People are coming in and they're obviously just taking the orders and they're playing with their demo account, and that can mess with the prices a little bit in the demo account.
Okay.
Because I mean, if I'm going in and putting in stuff that just is fake, I can really jack with the market. Like if I go, okay, well, I want to sell, but I can literally change the entire bid and offer myself, and just like in any market, you can become the market maker.
Right.
So you can have market makers in the demo account where people are just messing around and they can sort of throw things off. So don't make your entire judgment based on what you see in the demo account. And yeah, I mean, I even see different prices. So right now, because everything's going on, like over on the live.
Okay, so I was wondering about
50
that.
by 71.
Okay.
But it's still fine. I mean, it's still you learn how to trade. The whole point of demo is learning how to trade it. So, and it's only $100 to fund a live account. So it's not like it's a big step to go to that next level and see the live data. And you can still have your demo account and trade with it.
So you're able to have, with one account, you have both the demo and the live up, or you have a separate demo account that you would have up with a live?
I have two separate. They're two separate accounts. Basically, I just have two browsers and I'm logged into both, so that way as we're watching this, I'm seeing it.
Got it. Okay.
And,
which would be a great way. That's a great way for somebody to learn how to actually trade this too.
Right.
Yeah, because they can look at the market and see what it really is.
Yes.
But at the same time, they can go place the trades without having any risk over on the demo side.
Yes.
And then now you only see a few. You're going to see 3 different binaries pop up every hour, and there's a lot of different ways to trade these binaries. And one of my favorite ways, and I talked about this a little bit on the show yesterday, and you wouldn't want to do it like necessarily just right now where they're at. But I'll go in, and when you get flat markets like say lunchtime, Asian market hours, things like that, you can go in and you can actually collect premium if you think there's a really solid support resistance level that you would not place a trade for your life for it to go there. Then you can actually be on the reverse side of the trade and you can collect the premium. You can be a premium collector, not necessarily a premium payer. So that's sort of a cool way to flip around the trades. But let's go down and look at the dailies, and I want to show you just how many more trading opportunities you have on the daily versus the 10 to 12.
Yeah, and actually, I did that while you were actually talking.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And the reason why I was wondering was because the euro. I was on the phone last night with one of my clients from Australia, and he trades a currency pair. And so I said, okay, well, here's the trade you need to take. You need to take the trade on the euro,
right?
And buy every pullback here,
right?
Because your back
because
is up
of the butterfly.
Yeah,
so it was a butterfly buy, folks. The euro. That's what it was.
Yeah,
right?
So last night, so we had the buy pattern come in. And so that was pretty easy. Now, last night, I would have been able to have clicked on the euro at 9 o'clock or so, and where would I have looked at? At 9 o'clock at night last night, would I be looking at the expiration of today at 3 o'clock?
You would have had the expiration today at 3 o'clock. You also had the weeklies. I mean, you can start trading those as early as Monday for Friday's expiration.
Okay.
And then you would actually have the FX is actually. The FX starts popping out binaries like every 2 hours, like actually every hour.
Okay.
As soon as the market opens, because FX is a more active market.
Yes.
Until the Europe session rolls around, then you get some indexes popping up and everything else. But you can trade the indexes at night. It's just there's going to be a whole lot of like these 2 hour ones are going to be popping up, even long like 6 hour ones and stuff on the FX. They have a whole bunch of them that pop up as soon as the market opens. So you have a lot of opportunities. Plus, you have the dailies and the weeklies.
Now that's on the binary. Do you also have it on the bull spread?
Yep. They make them the same on both sides.
Yeah.
So,
See, I like that idea.
Right.
And then the bull spread being able, like last night, probably would have been great to have been able to come in because also having some other targets, it was pretty easy to identify.
Because the key there, folks, is that at some time portion of the last 16 hours, more than likely you're in the money.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Without having to blow your brains out on a stop on the other side. Well,
that's the other thing. That's
you
right.
already know what the deal is.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about your trading platform closing down while you're sleeping, losing whatever it might.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
To actually trade the futures market and go to bed at night is, it's a whole different mindset. I never did that before because it's crazy.
Yeah.
But now I can go on here and I'm like, what, this bond auction's coming out. I think the market's just going to move. And a lot of times I'll just buy binaries on both sides. I'll buy like one above and one below the market. And if it blows out either way, then, I make a great profit. But yeah, on the dailies there, I mean, just looking at that, you can go over and you can see like the 1.2, let's see here what we got. Yeah, 1.2200, okay? And, I mean, that's a great trade right now. I mean, that actually gives you till 3 o'clock.
Yes.
For it to get down to your price there. And risk is $11.50. Maximum profit's $88.50. And remember, I said people don't necessarily need to go in and wait until it closes, okay? If the market gets to where your binary is at, that basically means there's a 50-50 chance at that moment that market's going to expire there at the end of the day, right? Because that's where the price is.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is that binary is going to be priced at right around $50. So if you look at the binary that's closest to where the market is right now, it's going to be close to $50 in price. So you could literally, see if you're selling that one.
Right.
The risk reward.
Got it. Yeah.
So you could go in and you could place the trade. You could sell it right now, but then you could place the trade to buy it back at 50, which is still an amazing risk reward. So you're making over 500% return on investment there if it hits that price. And so you put it in. If it just gets down to that target goal, then you get filled. Boom, you're out. And I highly suggest people go in and look at what can you do as far as profit management, risk management is taken care of for you. So you need to have profit management goals with these binaries, and that really is the key to using them to help you make money. Because if you just put it on and you just hope that every one of them is going to be a lotto ticket, then you can sort of be like throw money in slot machines.
Yeah,
and that's not your goal here.
Right. And Daryl, you have a tool that helps you with that with those strategies that lays that out for you.
Yeah. We have a lot of tools that we're going to be laying out.
Oh, that's great. Okay, that's cool. And on the currency side, now, will these spreads become active Sunday evening or not till Monday morning?
It's like Monday at 3 a.m.
Monday, okay.
That's good. So as Europe opens.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. Yeah.
So as Europe opens.
And they really base a lot of their hours around when markets open and floors close and things like that. That's where a lot of the hours come from.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Now, market-wise, folks, we get the Dow up $1.60 right now. Nasdaq's up 30. S&Ps are up 16. What's intriguing out here is that the NDX 100 just can't get going, and it's all about Apple again. So it's going to be wild watching how this shakes out, because Apple, folks, right now can't get out of its own way. It doesn't mean that it won't, but there's absolutely no juice. And what I'm talking about is that when what's stopping it is 603.64, and that's where it had 2.9 million. And it's coming, the first 10-minute bar came into it at 700,000. The second one came into it with 483,000. And so what that's saying is that they're not going to be able to make it. One of the targets we're just talking about in the den, Hewlett Packard. And Hewlett Packard is in tough shape. Man, man.
Big time.
Oh, it's huge, man.
Yeah.
Hewlett Packard, folks, is out there at $18.89. And you bring this up on a longer-term basis, well, it already blew away the lows of 2009, and it's gunning for basically $16. If it hits $16 with the type of volume that we had the last quarter, $10 is on the range here.
Yeah, and it actually kind of gave you a signal. If you put your daily chart up there, remember Hewlett Packard made a island reversal, and it didn't take but a few trading sessions before it actually gave it away, right down. And so that you can learn as much from all the way at the bottom, right, just to your left, right there.
Okay.
And
it failed.
And it failed. And we always talk about the importance of because that should have been that's a strong reversal.
Right.
It's difficult for stocks to either make those at tops or bottoms.
Right.
And in this case here, once that thing started to fail, you're like, oh my goodness, so it means lower prices in Hewlett Packard.
Look at that, man.
Not that you want to short a $18 stock.
No. You stay right there, folks. Daryl Martin, Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, and of course, coming up next, we're going to be going to Newton, Massachusetts. We got Basil Chapman going to come back here. Nico DeHaan's going to make you healthy 12-1. Dallas, Texas, Daryl Martin, Diagnostic Trading Hour. Back here, David White this afternoon, 2 to 3. Out to California, Ken Shreve, and then back here, 4 to 6. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Darryl Martin, Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, some of the high-volume stocks, and in fact, we'll find out we have high volume. J.P. Morgan Chase is up $1.52. You have Procter & Gamble up $1.51. Microsoft's up 58. We have Green Mountain down 174. It looks like Starbucks is going to put Green Mountain out of business. I mean, this is serious business, folks. Let me tell you something. When you look at Green Mountain, okay, so you're down. Watch this, how this shakes out. You're down $1.72 today. You're breaking lows again. And what it has to do with is that, bottom line is that the biggest part of their business was
Starbucks.
Was Starbucks, and Starbucks is in their in their business now. So it's like, okay, and you talk about
and you got competition from Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh,
right,
yeah, exactly.
So you got the Dunkin'.
Exactly, and the distribution. All it's going to take now the Green Mountain folks what it ended up happening is that they got the distribution at Bed Bath & Beyond, at Target, and all that.
Okay,
and the way that grocery stores and distribution works, folks, is that the salesperson goes out, the salesperson pays off the buyer, bottom line, folks, this is how it works.
No,
okay?
you got to pay for shelf space.
You're paying for
right?
the shelf space.
Yeah,
that's it. You're paying for the shelf space. End of story. And you know what? If you want to put your competition out of business, what do? You just pay more money, and then that's it. And then you put a boat in his backyard. I'm not saying that's correct, but bottom line is it happens.
So that's right. That's right.
Particularly in the grocery business. In the grocery business, I don't know. It's hard to tell how corrupt it is anymore. Years ago, it was one of the most corrupt businesses in the world. I remember the huge scandal in Boston. Well, it was across the country, but I happened to be in Boston. And it was flat out paying off.
Yeah.
The buyers in grocery stores were making oodles of money because
it's like key money, baby.
Oh yeah, well you can imagine.
You talk about
Now what's key money?
Key money is so when I was opening up stores in Hong Kong,
okay,
on Nathan Road,
okay,
there were vacant spots. In order to be able to get a store over there, you had to pay them a huge amount of money up front just to be able to get the lease. That was to get the key to open the door. That was called key money. Same thing, and from an Asian standpoint, that it moved its way over to Hawaii. Okay. So I was also opening up a store in Lahaina.
Okay.
And the same thing was, you had to pay money up front.
You had to pay to pay.
Yeah. We're talking big landlords. We're talking Ala Moana Shopping Center on the
I know that
main
shopping
island,
center
right?
went.
Yeah, and I found great spot, but in order to be able to get it, you had to pay them big key money on top of high rents.
No, exactly. Amazing.
And not for necessarily long-term leases.
No, just to get your foot in the door.
Now things got a little bit better. Obviously, it's an economic-driven
supply and demand,
aspect of it. But so that's how the key money phrase came from. You got to pay them the money to get the key to open the door.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. Some of the large caps out here, folks, if we take a look at the large caps, you have Boeing up $1.36. A lot of green out here. ExxonMobil's up $1. You got Disney up 61. Oxy's up 144. Let's go to Big Blue. Big Blue yesterday came down, finished the gap off.
Yeah.
And now, okay, so Big Blue yesterday got down to, this is where it's going to get cooler. Okay, so you got down to 180, 185. The gap there was 182.39. But watch this. Well, I'm not sure how it's going to go. We'll see. But there she is. Okay, so what you have on a weekly now is that we're already at 20 million. That is going into a swing point with 16 million. It's going into that big bar of 38 million. It's going to get interesting because if it can close over the 183 with it 186, the real number is 185.63. Close over 185.63. And then you can get a bounce up to
to the downdraft.
Yeah, to 197.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And Nico DeHaan, our man Daryl Martin's going to be right back with you at 1. Daryl, have a great one, safe one.
Take care, folks. Have a great day.
Come right.